This is the photography of Ralph Eugene Meatyard. Yes, Meatyard was his given last name. And looking at these photos, you might draw some conclusions about what type of person he was. Dark, brooding, mysterious. But you would be wrong. He was an obstetrician living a suburban family life in Lexington, Kentucky. He even ran his kids' PTA and their Little League, too. He was an avid fan of jazz and a practitioner of Zen Buddhism. He even ran meditation groups on his lunch hour. He first picked up a camera in 1950 at the age of 25 after the birth of his first child. He quickly became engrossed in photography and in the 1950s even took some summer workshops with Henry Holmes Smith at Indiana University. On the weekends, he would travel the countryside with his family, looking for abandoned buildings and places that interested him. He would compose the scene in his camera and then direct his wife and children on where to stand and what to do in the photo. In 1958 or 59, he came across a set of Halloween masks at a Woolworth store and bought several dozen of them, and he began asking his friends and family to wear these and pose for photos. One thing he said he liked about the mask is that they were a way to, quote, non-personalize a person. He said he felt like everyone was connected, and when you use the masks, you take away the differences. By the end of the 1960s, he wasn't using the masks randomly, he was using them to create a series called The Family Album of Lucy Bell Crater. In the 1960s, Congress and the Kennedy administration approved a dam that would have flooded the Red River Gorge. The University of Kentucky enlisted Meatyard and writer Wendell Berry to create a book that would document the Red River Gorge. The book was called The Unforeseen Wilderness and was published in 1971. Meatyard was also friends with a lot of writers and would often do portraits of them. Guy Davenport, Thomas Merton, and Louis Zukofsky. Meatyard was included in some major exhibitions and publications and was just starting to gain national attention for his work when unfortunately he died of cancer at the age of 46 in 1972. His book, The Family Album of Lucy Bell Crater, was published posthumously in 1974. And now you know Ralph Eugene Meatyard. This Friday at our live event, we'll be viewing an original print of this photo, The Romance of Ambrose Bierce #3.